Hello fellow book readers, I'm Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you some of the books that I got from my most recent book haul. Alright, so the first book that I got is Savvy Sheldon Feels Good as Hell, and I am so excited for this book. It just looks so adorable. I am thinking it's probably a romance, but you know, we got just this adorable like purple cover. Love the name of it. Love these characters on the front. I mean, it has a dog. Can't complain about that. And so I had to pick this one up. From what I have heard about this book, it looks like it's about our main character, Savvy Sheldon, and she actually is like kind of not in a great part of her life. She's really in like a dull job, her like kitchen is breaking down, her love life is breaking down, and like she just needs to work on herself. And so that's what this whole book is about, working on herself. The back of it says it is a delicious debut rom-com about a plus-size sweetheart who gets a full life makeover after a brutal breakup. And you know, when you're feeling down, need just a quick, nice, easy book to lift you up, this sounds perfect. So I'm very excited about reading this book sometime soon. The next book that I got is One by One, and I have never read anything by this author, but I've heard good things about this author, so I'm excited to pick it up. This book is basically about a group of co-workers who are stuck in like a luxurious resort. Hey Maggie. For a work retreat, I think. And like basically they get snowed in. And so I think it's like a murder mystery or some kind of like thriller. It says they each have something to gain, something to lose, and something to hide. So I'm excited for this. I feel like most of the murder mysteries that I've been reading recently are like Lucy Foley books where you get the multiple different perspectives. And since this does have like 8 coworkers, I'm wondering if it will have multiple different perspectives as well, or you know, just how this is executed. So I'm excited to expand my horizons more into different authors in this genre. The next book that I got was Last True Poets of the Sea, and I honestly don't really know too much about this book, but I heard someone on BookTube gushing about it, and so I was like, I'm convinced. So what I do know about this is that it is about our main character whose grandma was the only living survivor of like the shipwreck and founded a city where she is now going back to for the summer. And it's always been her like life goal to figure out, you know, what happened on this shipwreck. And so she spends the summer trying to figure that out and finding herself. So it sounds like it'll be a fun journey, and I'm excited to read this one as well. The next book that I got is Dig by A.S. King, and this, I mean, first of all, has this beautiful award-winning prize sticker up here, so I'm expecting it to be good, as well as I know Meg from Meg with Books loves this book and has talked about it multiple times, and I know that I've heard Kayla from Book and Lala gush about A.S. King as well. So I'm just anticipating like a really good book. And I mean, it was on sale at half price books, so why wouldn't I pick it up? This, from what I know, is about like a family of potato farmers or something like that. What I can gather from the inside flap as well, like it's not just about potato farmers, it's also like a main theme of it is about white supremacy and like white privilege. I'm very excited to read this book just based on the amazing reviews, the prize winning, like it sounds great. So I'm very excited to read this book. The next 2 books that I got were Escaping from Houdini and Hunting Prince Dracula, which are the next 2 books in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, which I have right up here. I did read this book super recently for Most Anticipated Books vlog, and I just enjoyed it so much. Like, I loved the time period, I loved all the extra elements within the book, and I don't know, I just love the characters. They were super fun. So I am very excited to pick up these two and continue that story. From what I think I understand, each of these like kind of take place in a different city. Like, our characters travel a bit, and then I'm assuming more mysteries are solved, like how they were trying to figure out who Jack the Ripper was. But I honestly haven't looked like too much into it. I just want to kind of go into it and enjoy the journey as I am reading it, because I already know that I had fun with the first book, so I'm just expect these to follow in the footsteps. The last book that I picked up was The Betrayals, and like, do you see this cover? How could I not pick it up? I think I've actually seen it a couple of times at half price books, and I always look at it and I'm like, I'm intrigued, I kind of want it, but like, I don't know if I want to commit to buying it, and I finally did it. I got it. Again, I don't know too much about the story, but it sounds like it has some good, like, kind of dark academia, maybe like a little bit magical vibes. And there's some kind of game that's going to occur. So like, I don't know what else more I need to know about that. I'm very excited about this. Those are all the books that I purchased in my last bookstore trip. But in addition to that, since my last book haul, I've purchased a couple of other ebooks, so I'll just run through them here. I got Silent in the Grave, which is a different, like, old-timey murder mystery series by Deanna Rayburn, which is the author of the Veronica Speedwell series as well. And while I haven't really read any of the Veronica Speedwell books yet either, I've heard great things about that, so I wanted to pick up this to try out one of her other series as well. I guess another book that I purchased was Curious Beginning, which is the first book in the Veronica Speedwell series. Again, another like kind of old-time England murder mystery series. So I do have the first book in both of those series now to start. I also picked up Middle Game by Shannon McGuire, and this I've heard great things about. I think Seasonal Fears is coming out later this year, so I saw other people on BookTube reading it recently, and I was like, you know what, I'm sold. I just need to start it. So I purchased this one as well. I also purchased Jade City, which is the first in the Green Bone trilogy. And again, a lot of people on BookTube have been reading and raving about this series, so I thought I'd get the first book and try it for myself. So those are all the books that I've purchased recently. I am very excited about trying all of these, and I can't wait to incorporate them into my reading the next couple of months. Until next time, keep reading!